Hey, y'all, welcome to In the Blind Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Gunderson, and today we are joined by a good friend, a legend in the music business, a pioneer. He's been referred to as the maverick of country music, and just always done things on his own terms. So please make welcome Mr. Colt Ford.
What's up, E? How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing all right.
It's been a long time.
It has been a while. We go back a long ways.
Long
I hadn't
time.
seen you since my accident, and I'm just glad to be able to see you and glad you can see me other than a picture.
I am too. I remember I got a phone call after it happened,
Yeah.
and he's like, I don't know if you talked to Colt lately. I was like, no, it hasn't been a few years, I think, since we had played our last show together.
Yeah.
Like, we're not sure he's going to make it.
It was crazy. It was a crazy time. I was feeling pretty good, before. I had been losing weight, and doing
Right.
better, and so that was the other thing. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're doing good. You're losing weight," and all that was good, but it was all good till it wasn't, and
Right.
I don't remember a thing. I just woke up out of a coma like 10 days later and was like, "What happened?" And
Man,
it was a lot, man. It was a whole lot.
where did it happen?
In Phoenix, I was playing out in Phoenix. I was playing at Dirk's place.
Yeah.
I've sent Dirk a message, told him he owes me some workman's comp, but he ain't answered me yet. I don't know what's going on with that. But I played the show. Killer sold out show. It was kind of after party for the festival, the Country Thunders going on, and walked back to my bus, and my crew guy took my ears off, and he said, I looked at him and said, "Man, I'm getting too old for this shit." And I sat down, and he walked back inside, and when they found me, I was out on the floor, and then all hell broke loose.
Dang, so you were by yourself?
Yeah,
when it
I was,
happened?
and generally, on my bus, I have, my bedroom in the back. Normally, I go back to the bus, head back to the back, call my wife,
Right.
take a shower, chill out, and nobody bothers me because I'm not partying.
Right.
Those days are long gone, so I'm just chilling. So nobody would normally bother me, but for some reason, I didn't go back to the back lounge. I sat in front. And if I'd have gone back to the back lounge, they'd have found me the next day in
Yeah.
Vegas, which is where we would have been.
Wow.
They'd have found me dead in Vegas. And so my bass player, Nick, walked on the bus. He's like, he told the guys they were loading out, he's like, "Oh, it's hot. I'm going to bring Colt the drink." And when he walked in there, I was already out. And then it was madness.
Did you have a pulse when they found you, or you?
I don't know. I think I did. It was just, I don't remember any of it. Not one single thing. I don't remember feeling no kind of way. I don't remember a thing. I just woke up 8 or 10 days later, whatever.
Man.
But it was much worse than we could tell everybody because it was social media. So
Right.
I died twice. I was on ECMO. Everything shut down. Everything. My kidneys, liver, everything. It was.
Wow.
It was. The doctor told me, he's one of the top heart doctors in the world, and he said, "You're 1% of 1%." He goes, "I have zero idea how you survived." I had to be on ECMO, which ECMO. You're a lot younger than me and in a lot better shape than I am, and your chance of surviving ECMO for 3 days is about 30%.
Really?
So my chance was.
What is it?
It's basically a machine that runs
your
everything.
body,
Yeah,
everything?
it just runs everything.
It's like the ultimate life
Yeah,
support?
It's nurses call it circling the drain.
Wow.
It's the Hail Mary. It is fourth and 99, and you're on your 1 yard line, and there's 1 second left. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. It was bad news. And so they took me to one hospital. They operated on me there for 10 hours, I think, and they couldn't do any more. Luckily, Brantley Gilbert was in town too playing, and Brantley's like my brother.
Yeah.
Brantley immediately got over to where I was, got his TM to get me over there, Corey, and then he was getting involved, my band and crew, everybody. It was a lot of information. They didn't want to tell anybody anything. Nobody here's in my family.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, it was crazy. And so, BG. Brantley is my closest friend in the whole world, and Brantley's the sweetest guy in the whole world until Brantley's not.
Right.
And when he's not, he's very much like a real live Sons of Anarchy character
100%.
in person.
Yeah.
And when it comes to family for him, like there ain't no gray area, man.
That's one thing I've always respected about him.
Yeah, absolutely. And the doctor came out and there was like, Brantley's like, he was covered in your blood, and he was like, there's nothing else we could do except possibly ECMO. And he's like, where's that at? He's like, it's at Mayo Clinic. And he goes, that's really hard to do. And basically Brantley was like, either you get that happening or you're going to go back in that hospital as a patient, not a doctor. Like he had done made up his mind. He told.
I can see him saying that.
Hey, Amber, he told his security jack. He took his Rolex off. got Jack some money for cash. Called Amber's wife's like, if they don't tell me what's going on with Colt and get him this Mayo, I'm going to jail. I done made up my mind. Like, he done made up his mind because he wanted info, and then he also, my wife, we was on the way there but not there, so nobody wanted to tell him about anything. And he's like, y'all gonna have to do something, or we're gonna have a serious misunderstanding.
Wow.
And it was a lot of things that worked out, Eric. I mean, like, again, I if I go back to my bedroom,
Yeah.
if it happens 2 days later, me and Jansen were at Lake Havasu. That's 2.5 hours from the machine. So the only way I survive is it was God 100%, but they got me over there, and then they had to operate me on another 8 hours over there. I think it was 10 liters of blood. It was bad.
So as far as the surgeries went, what were they fixing?
I meant they 3 or 4 stents they put in there. I meant, like, it was just really I had no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know how.
And you felt fine before that? I mean,
didn't feel it. Yeah, I didn't feel anything. Matter of fact, I'd been at a hospital 10 days before doing the big executive health workup. Like, they didn't see anything.
Really?
Yeah.
No blockage, nothing.
No. And the doctor out there, because when I found out what had happened, I was pissed. I'm like, wait, what? I was just, and he was like, it's not their fault. He goes, it just sometimes you don't know till you know. Yeah. And he goes, for whatever reason,
on paper,
God wasn't ready, and the good, and the devil was afraid, I guess. So I woke up like 8-10 days later, and then it was just like, what happened? And
what's the recovery been like?
Hard.
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea. You've known me for pretty much most of my music career.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known each other 15 plus years. I was fat. Hell, I was a fat ass. I was big, and but I could still do anything.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I wake up out of this coma, dude. I can't pick up a styrofoam cup and feed myself ice.
Wow.
When I woke up, that's where it was.
It's crazy. I remember playing in a golf tournament, and you were in a group in front of me.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing you. I knew you were a pro golfer.
Yeah, people know what they don't know.
Yeah. But then like you're a big old dude out there, and I was like, holy shit, he can move the golf ball.
Yeah, I used to could play a little bit. This cost Jake Owen a little bit of money, but no, it's there was no real. I didn't know anything, man. Felt like I was doing good, and then it was a truly life-altering, life-changing thing, and I'm so grateful to still be sitting here.
Yeah, has it changed how you approach? Obviously, I would assume it changes how you approach life, but what about the music side of it? Is that
it's changed a lot about how I approach everything, really. Obviously, life for sure. For sure, it's changed that. I mean, it's made me see a lot of things that. Some things are there. There's a lot of fake in this business.
Yeah.
You've known me a long time. I don't move like that. I don't really operate like that either. If we're boys, then we are like that. So I've seen a lot of things. I was like, wow, I have not heard from a lot of people, and there's a lot of people I heard from that I didn't think I would. So that's all a lot. It was a lot mentally to do. I can deal with physical pain. I've played through pain. I've played throwing up and kidney stones, and just like we've all done that in sports. You learn to play through pain. That never bothered me, but mentally, I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for what it did to me mentally, for what it, the way it affected my psyche and anxiety. I ain't never been scared of nothing but my mama and God. I ain't never been, and all of a sudden I'm terrified of everything. Yeah. Everything made me nervous. Crowd, everything, panic attacks like I'd never had that before. Yeah. So that's been a lot to get used to, and I'm dealing with it every day, man. I fight through it, and the fans send me messages. I thought about not coming back for sure, Eric. Really? I was pretty. Yeah, I didn't think I wanted. I just didn't think I wanted to. I didn't think I could. I didn't know. And the fans just kept on, man. And my whole career, we've had similar paths. Like, although y'all did have some radio success, with Runaway. But like, we've built it a lot just by playing hundreds and hundreds and thousands of shows. Absolutely. And shaking the fans' hands and saying hello and tell them how grateful we are. That's how we built it. That's how we're still playing music almost 20 years later. Yeah. And some that have had way more success than us are not, because they didn't care about the reason they were there, which was the fans and the music. It ain't about me. It ain't about you. There's new Colt Fords and new Love and all that comes and goes. but the way you treat people and the way you deal with people, I think that's the thing, and that's
Yeah.
what allowed me to have this career so long. And I'm gonna keep doing that for the fans. But musically, it's probably changed sonically. I got some new songs that people just not even. They're like, "Wait, that's you?"
Really?
Well, I went a year without working, so
Right.
I ain't have no vocal strain,
Right.
and I did some working, and it's like I'm singing a lot, and then people are like, "Wow!" So that's allowing me to do some different things. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff like that, but like this is like a further evolution of that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So
That's
just
cool
being
to
able
hear.
to sit here and cross my legs, like
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Like I like to
Yeah.
do this now. I've never been able to do that because I was fat.
That's amazing.
But yeah, man, it's been neat, and it's continuing. It changes every day. You know, there's
Yeah.
something different, and I got some things that I continue to have to deal with. I have a lot with my leg. The first hospital kind of had a butchered the return lines. When they got me the other one, they had to do an emergency fasciotomy on my leg because
really?
it was about compartment syndrome. It was about to explode, and it caused a ton of damage to my lower leg, nerve damage, and the doctor says at some point I'll probably lose my leg from the knee down.
Really?
And it's like, that's all right, man. I'll grow my hair back long. I can do that pirate thing pretty
Yeah.
good. So that's I hate not having my hair long again. I mean, because I was like, if I lose my leg, I need my hair long. It's hard to grow your hair that long when you're in your 50s. It's
Are
tough.
you able to walk all right?
Yeah, I
mean,
feel it feels all right. It's pretty numb from the knee down,
Really?
but it's caused some other issues to the point where he's like it's only operating about 25% like blood flow and everything. I just have to be real careful.
Yeah.
Real careful.
Is
So
there any kind of special treatment or anything you can do to improve circulation?
yeah,
blood
I've
flow?
constantly with the the compression socks and
Yeah.
the leg sleeves, and I just have to watch. I have to watch the way I travel now. I have to watch. You know me. I was a road dog. I
Yeah.
mean, like 15 years straight of 115, 20 shows. Like I just did it.
I think of
That's-
all the artists
Yeah, I meant
we've
like-
toured with and played with. I mean, I think
I've probably
at the
been
top
out there.
of that
Yeah, I
list.
mean, like
I
as
mean-
far as just straight up out there playing, like I just did it because I couldn't. They'd never let me be on. 10 years. I was 10 years ahead. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I mean,
absolutely.
like I've talked to Jelly and different guys. They're like, shit, we might not even be here if you hadn't.
I was going to say the same thing.
I mean, Tyler Hubbard used to say that. FGL, Sam Hunt. It's like we didn't know we could make songs like that until we heard, Dirt Road and No Trash and Chicken and stuff like that. So that's been pretty cool.
And I feel like it even freed us up as a band after I heard what y'all were doing. It was like, well,
I
we
just
can
didn't
put
know any
anything out. We
better.
can
I
do
didn't
whatever
know
we
any
want.
better. Yeah, and I didn't know any better, and I didn't care. I was just making music that I liked. I mean, people always ask young artists. I'm sure you get asked the same thing. I was like, make something that you love.
Yeah.
Because you're the one that's got to sing it.
Yeah.
I mean, so make something you love,
Yeah.
and if you think there's people out there that think like you, they'll find you. And that's I've just been so lucky, and the fans are. I'm back out there playing. I don't go. I used to go pretty hard on stage. I can't quite go as hard as I used to, but I don't know how to stand still and play music.
Well, if it's
so.
even a small percentage of what you used to do, it's still far
I
more than most people are
like
doing
to
out
get
there.
I like to get out there and have fun. So yeah, it's a lot of that. But I'm back out there, got some new music, and I'm having fun again. I wasn't sure when I got back on the bus. When I got back on my bus for the first time, it was like I started to get on it, and I was like, I stopped, and they're like, what? I'm like, last time I was on here, y'all, I was carried off of here dead.
Wow.
Like I had not thought about that, but I did when I got ready to step on it.
Yeah.
It was like, oh shit, I don't know if I want to get. Like I used to have, we all have certain places we sit. Like, oh, that's where he sits. That's where that's where Steven sat. Well, I had a place where I sat. Well, I didn't want to sit there because that's where I was sitting when I died.
Wow.
So it's all been a little new and
Yeah.
scary, and but the fans, man, you don't know if they're still going to be there. I'm like, are they going to be there still? I don't know. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are. So
Well, like you were saying, I think the way you've built your career, million hands, a million fans.
Yeah.
It's like you embody that and
I
embrace
tried
that
to.
more than anyone.
I mean, I've tried to always, and I just believed that you owed the fans everything. I mean, I love what I do. I love playing music. I know you love playing music. You wouldn't still be doing it if you weren't. Like when I was saying, I was like, I don't know if I can do it anymore. Brantley's like, well, what the hell? What are you gonna do? This is what you do. You play shows. You write songs. I mean, that's what we do. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. That is what we do. I guess I got to keep doing that. So I'm just blessed to be able to keep doing it.
And I'm a type 1 diabetic, and when I was diagnosed when I was 12, and then
Yeah.
about a few years later had some severe complications, and died a couple times
Yeah.
also, and I remember waking up from that, not being able to tell if I had a dream, like,
Right.
because again, I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember really 6 months on the front end or even after that.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like,
remember much before. Even the last thing I remember was like, I don't even remember driving to Nashville to get on the bus to go to Arizona,
wow.
like a few days before. And they talked about, you know how those long bus trips are. I mean, you stop and different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they're like, we stopped here and we ate and we had so much fun. I was like, we did. I don't remember. You know, when I woke up, I just didn't remember anything. So then they're telling me, and then I start getting pieces of what happened, because that's been the question, is like, was there the light moment, or, you know, like what the cry, and it was strange. It was I asked my wife, I said, were you telling me? So she squeezed my hand 3 times, means I love you. Something my mom did, so it's something I've always done. She said, yes, I was squeezing your hand, telling you that. I was like, I remembered that. And I asked my son, who Brantley, he was in Florida, and Brantley's known my son since he was 12 years old. My son was in Florida working. Brantley called him, got him and his wife immediately. He got him tickets, first class tickets on a plane, flew him out there to Arizona with us from Georgia. And my son was, you know, my song "Working On," which I give the money to Marcus Luttrell from Lone Survivor Foundation. And their thing, and he talked about it in his book, Marcus, one of my good friends, is never put your gun down, you're not out of the fight. That's a Navy SEAL thing. You don't put your gun down, you're not out of the fight. My son was saying that to me. I remember, and I asked him that, were you saying that? And he said, yes, sir. I was whispering that in your ear. And then, you know, we had just lost Toby right before that. I was at his, you know, he was one of my closest friends the last 10 years. I was at the family funeral, and it was awful. And he used to call me Little Dog Daddy. You know, he's Big Dog Daddy.
Right.
And he's like, you're Little Dog Daddy. And as an artist who's had some success, same way, most of the time you'd be like, hey, that shit. But it's Toby.
Yeah,
just like, I don't mind being Little Dog Daddy to Toby, 'cause even though we were so close and did all guys, like, still it was like, sometimes I'd look at him like, damn John Wayne. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how he was. That's how he commanded. And clear as a bell, the light was a bright light, and Toby stepped out and said, they ain't ready for you, little dog, going back down there. And I woke up.
Wow.
That's how I woke up. Yeah.
That's incredible.
It was
got goosebumps.
Yeah. It was crazy. I remember calling Trish immediately, his wife, and go, let me tell you what just happened. Let me tell you what happened. And
Man.
so that's how I woke up. And this sweet, she even flew out there and spent the day with me while I was in hospital out there. I had some people,
amazing.
you know, so it was cool. I mean, a lot of people, people didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
I mean, I get some of that. Again, when you're dealing with all that, and you get a lot of emotions, and you get in your feelings, and you can't help it I'm like, every time those people in the ICU would come in there, and at Mayo Clinic, that place is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, like everything, this doctor I worked with, Dr. Lee, he said, there's a thing, I call it the chain of life. And I was like, what's that? He was explaining it to me. He goes, from the moment things started happening, every single person played a part in that chain for you to survive. Like, if my bass player doesn't walk, you know, like everything in succession, it all made a difference to get you to where you are. And I was like, wow, I never thought about it like that. You know, it's just like everything worked out that way in order for me to survive. So they just took care of me. That Mayo Clinic, man, they were unbelievable how they treated me and made me feel. But it was just so crazy, because there was TMZ and there was CNN and all this stuff, and they're having to say there's no Colt Ford at Mayo Clinic. There's no Jason Brown, which is my real name.
Right.
Nobody here by that name. Now, my mama and my dad are in Athens, Georgia. I lost my dad since then at 89 years old, but my parents are old, you know, Southern, and they'd like to talk to me. And my cell phone and my mama is raising hell with Mayo Clinic on the phone. I mean, the nurse, they were laughing so hard. They were like, I was like, we don't want your mama to come out here and beat. I was like, my mama come out here and shut all this shit down. Right. I mean, like, she was, cause she's like, I know my son's in that damn hospital. Right. You let me. I mean, she was mad. So that was funny, but it was just.
You said you're only afraid of God and her, right?
Yeah, God and her. I was like, yeah, y'all better hope she don't come out here. She's lucky she can't travel. But I didn't realize how much it affected everybody else. Like it was so much on everybody else, and clearly it was a lot on me physically, but I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
So for them, when my wife lands, she gets a call from my bus driver. She's at home in Tulsa and call like he's out. The EMT's working on him. So this midnight Tulsa, and she's starts, trying to figure it out, get a flight, I mean, all that stuff. So she lands the next morning, hadn't been awake, hadn't been asleep 24 hours. And when she touches down in Phoenix, she doesn't know if I'm alive.
Wow.
She doesn't know. I meant, because when she took off, the phone was ringing, and it was the doctors from Arizona, and she was taxing, so she didn't answer. But she said, "From here, Brother Lynn," the voicemail said, "I hope you're going to be here soon, like next hour or so." It's like, I'm in Tulsa, not gonna, So it was the way it affected everybody else really bothered me. How bad, my kids, nobody, like my wife, everybody, my friends, nobody. I couldn't tell anybody anything, and so I was really sad how much that affected everybody else because they just didn't know. I mean, and even still, my TM at the time, he tells Megan, she's like, "Okay, how long was he out?" He goes, "No more than 10 minutes." She's like, 10 minutes? She's a nurse. She's like, 10 minutes, he is just a blob of hair. There's nothing left. And so they didn't know till I actually came out of the coma. And then, hell, my wife even said then, you might not be able to tell. He's a little bit bonkers anyway. You might not be able to tell if he's messed up or not. But, yeah, man, I'm still here, man. I'm still here. It's been a heck of a thanks. Thank you. It's glad to be able to sit here and talk to you.
Yeah, well, you've been just a good friend to us over the years.
Yeah,
you've been
man.
a huge influence on so many different people's career. And I think you're the first rapper I heard in country music. And
it's funny.
I didn't know what to even expect or what to think of it back then. I just knew it was cool.
Right.
And
it was funny. When I came to town, nobody did. They didn't know. And that's why I said, I was just way too early, and I was just too stubborn and hard-headed to quit.
Yeah.
So I just kept going, and I've been so blessed and lucky, and it's opened the door for a lot of other artists, and that's a cool thing to be able to say that you were part of. I meant to say that I'll move the needle a little bit. A song like Dirt Road Anthem moved the needle.
Absolutely.
And it's been cool. Some people happy about it, some people not happy about it. Today I'm like, man, hell, I sound like Merle Haggard compared to some of these kids coming out today that y'all tell them is country music. So
yeah, it's crazy. When we came out, people were telling us,
they were like, y'all are a rock and roll band,
pop rock.
Yeah, it's like
the best.
And y'all would be soft country
exactly.
now. Runaway would be soft country, and that's a dang hard rocking song. So I don't know, man.
I kind of pivoted like with this project we're working on now. It's like it was kind of more in that. What we'd been doing, we were both like, let's go back to what we started with.
Yeah,
what we're doing then. It's what got us here, and
that's kind of where I'm at too. Yeah, like let's just play. I'm just going to deal with the people that love us and love what I do, and I'll keep doing that as much as I can. I got a bunch of new music coming, and the music business certainly changed a lot too. Yeah. It's a lot different animal than what you and I came up with. So
that was, I think, a testament to your talent and your drive is the fact that you made it work when there were pretty strict rules.
Oh yeah, I wasn't allowed.
You had to go through certain steps and get to the gatekeepers in order to get anything out there.
And some of them I still never got to. It's so interesting to me to watch and to see all that's happening now, and like y'all told me y'all wouldn't let me do none of that, and I'll see somebody and they're like, look at this, they did this and this. I was like, I did that 10 years ago, but okay.
Yep.
You can't look at it like that, though. I didn't set out to make music to win no trophy or no award. I ain't never even been on an award show, any of them.
Yeah.
Never done nothing. It'd be cool. Would it be cool? Shoot, yeah, it'd be cool. But, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm still making music, man. I'm still writing songs. I still got to do what I love, and got family. I just had my first grandson, so
congratulations.
Things are pretty daggum good as far as that goes. Yeah.
Well, I think you've always done it on your terms also, and I think we kind of gave the reins to a couple different labels.
I did a little bit of that too, though. I did get a little bit because you start chasing a little bit, like, what do I got to do? You need more free shows. You need more. What do you need? And I'll do it. Because I remember when I came out with a song called 4 Lane Gone. It was one of my favorite things, and singing like me, like really straight down the middle, like. Y'all put that out. Colt Swindell puts that song out.
An incredible country voice.
That's our number one song. And I'm like, I had so many people all of a sudden at radio. They were like, "Well, why aren't you doing what you used to do?" I was like, "Man, y'all gonna make me freak out. Y'all gonna make me freak out on y'all because y'all told me I couldn't do that. That's why I couldn't work because I wasn't singing. So I gave you singing. Now you want to know why I'm not rapping? I'm like, y'all are gonna make me freak out on. Y'all gonna make me crash out, as the kids say. So I don't know, man. I did a little bit of that, but now I'm back to like, you know what? When I first made songs and ride through the country and all that stuff, me and Brent, I didn't know what I was doing. I was writing shit that I liked. Yeah. And I thought, well, there's some people that think like me. Maybe they'll like it. And they did. Yeah. And the same thing for y'all, man. Just make music that you love. You got to go out there and play it. You got to go sell it. Yeah. Because we've all seen a lot of people stand on that stage. You're like, that song is so far from who they are as a person. 100%. It is unbelievable. Yep. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just keep rocking, you know. Yeah. Long as I can, long as they want me, I'm gonna keep trying to give it to them, man. It's a blessing to play music. So
your fan base is rabid.
It's been unbelievable, you know, just generation to get out there now and see a 60-year-old with their 40-year-old, with their 38-year-old son and his wife and their kids, and they all know the words. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Incredible. It's pretty cool, man.
That's gotta be a good feeling, also. I mean, I know it is for me. Like whenever
it is, yeah. When
you see it bring a family together,
and they're singing it. Yeah, amazing. that feels amazing. So I mean, you know, I just did a show the other day. I'm holding a brand new baby on stage, probably 3-4-month-old baby, and then a little while later in the show, this kid said he loved my song Farm Boy. He's probably 8 or 10. I got him on stage. He's doing every word to it. I'm like, amazing. That's crazy, man. I'm older than your dad, probably. Yeah. I mean, I looked at his dad. I guarantee I was older than his dad. I mean, so it's neat to be able to still have that kind of influence and be able to be a positive influence too, you know, in the world that we're in out there right now.
Yeah,
it's a different place.
Crazy times, definitely.
Man,
it's different than it's ever been.
Different place out there. Everything's
there's
different.
A need for authenticity and real people, real artists. I mean, I found a lot of these younger artists are chasing fads, chasing sounds.
We've all done it, and that's okay. But you know, a lot.
I think imitation is the most serious form of flattery. Great. So I think it's great.
Absolutely.
Also, I mean, I'm curious your take on this. Do you think, you know, the way we came up in the business is so different now? I mean, I was telling the kid the other day about, you know, you're going on a radio tour. Tell me about it. Like, how many stations you going to? He's like, I think we got 20 stops, you know, just going. That pretty much covers everything. Like,
20? Yeah.
20? We did
20 in a week.
185 stations.
You did 20 in 10 days. Yeah.
And then you have to go back and play free shows.
And that was just the in-station visit. Yeah. Now you got to go back and do the free show. Yeah, it's in a lot of ways I won some of those ways because I didn't have radio, but that was frustrating because they still would ask me to come play and then would never play my record. And I was like, well, you just saw 5,000 people sing every word. You can't tell. I'm pretty sure Road Anthem works. I asked Jason Aldean if it works. It works. It works fine. So I don't know, man. I mean, I easily could be bitter and get pissy about that. Then sometimes I do, man. I mean, you can't help it. I'm human. I look at it and go,
I quickly realized it's doing no good, though.
I'm like, I ain't heard my name mentioned at all. And I'm like, where do you think this shit came from? Yeah. But at the same time, that is not why I started making music, because I wanted somebody to pat me on my back. Yeah. So if that's the case, then I mean, like the social media, all that's just so different for us. That's not, we had to do it by playing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting people sign a record deal that ain't never played a show.
Oh, it's wild.
And I'm going, you got them a hit record. They have never been on stage before. They ain't never, I mean, like, okay, I mean, and as the owner of a record label, I'm like, hell no, I ain't putting nobody on stage because they made a TikTok video. I'm going to have to see more than that.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone to a couple of those TikTok art. I mean, people that I've discovered that I thought would be awesome live just based off their presence on a video.
And you get there and you're like,
and it's like watching paint dry. And then they play that one song a few times throughout the course of the show.
You better, because they don't know nothing else.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's a cover show, which, you know, some of them are good, but it's like I find it hard to really buy into a brand and be a fan of something.
Well, how do you build a career with that? I mean, like, that's why I can still play at 55. That's why you can still play almost 20 years later. I mean, some of us can, and some of us can't. I mean, you know, that's why Tracy Lawrence still out there playing, because TL's a damn good dude, and he's still out there loving on people. That's why Toby was still selling out stadiums, because he loved his fans, man. And I think a lot of the younger artists, some of them just don't get the whole fan thing. Yeah. It ain't about me. It ain't about you. It ain't. You know, it ain't about, we'll all come and go, man. Somebody else come along. Before before Morgan and Luke, it was Luke and Jason, and before them two, it was I mean, it was
Tim,
whoever,
Kenny,
and Kenny and Tim and Eric, and I mean they all out there, they all.
Them,
it was Garth and John Michael Montgomery,
that first, and then you get back to the Outlaws.
Yeah, I mean it's all them dudes. So heck, I'm just honored to be a part of it.
It's fun playing like a lot of these festivals and listening to some of the baby acts and younger acts, and like what songs they choose to cover and who the legends are
in their mind.
In their mind,
we had the other country concert the other day. I hadn't played country concert in a while, and I missed.
Is that one at Fort Laramie?
Oh, Fort Laramie, yeah.
I love that one.
I love that place.
Played the big stage and the saloon stage.
Yeah, I've done both too, but I ain't been on the saloon stage in a long time.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden I'm back. I'm like, I'm on the saloon stage. I'm like, and then I'm like, I'm on the saloon stage at 2:00.
Yeah.
On opening day, and I'm like, oh man, this might be bad. It was 10,000. It was absolutely packed. He said, Todd Bolton Ferrari goes, biggest crowd we've ever. And then after me was Chase Matthews. And after Chase was Gavin Adcock.
Oh shit!
It was absolutely turned. It was.
Dude, I can't imagine.
And I love Chase. So Gavin, I've known Gavin since he was a little kid.
Really?
He grew up when he went to graduate. He's graduating my son.
Really?
Like I've known Gavin since he was a kid, and to see him doing that now is so damn cool.
Dude, he's blowing up.
My God! I mean,
love
it's so he is.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's
and it ain't an act. People ask, I was like, I was like, no, it ain't an act. He really don't care. He'll tell you quickly. We can. We're on podcasts. I can say whatever. Yeah. I mean, he'll tell you we can fight, fuck a foot race. It don't matter. I mean, like. Gavin is just wide ass open. I love it. I mean, I think we need all types. You need buttoned up, polished. You need rowdy, rebel. I mean, that's what made this whole thing available. That's what makes it all work.
And polished and raw.
I love all
rowdy,
of it. I love
all still be very authentic and
I love all of it.
Representation of him.
Yeah, so
that's really cool.
Yeah, it was. But that was really a sign for me. I was just like, oh my God, I've been relegated back to 2:00 on the B stage. Here we go, and it wasn't like that at all, man. It really was cool. Unbelievable how rowdy they were and how much they were singing along. It was cool. Chase and Gavin both had. They're kids to me. I got kids older than both of them. Right. So I mean, it's like they've seen me play with it, but they were both up backstage like watching me play. It's like that's cool. That's man. Awesome. It was.
Well, your reputation speaks for itself. I remember every show we've ever played with you. I've always made a point to watch the whole thing.
I try to
I can learn.
I have fun. I've done. That's one thing. Also, I wish younger artists would do a lot. I learned everything I got from watching other artists, from watching how they performed. I watch everybody, even the young ones now. I like to go watch them. I want to see what they do. Yeah. I watch Gavin and go, I can't do that shit. I can't because I can't go that hard anymore. Yeah. He comes out throwing beers, and I'm like, I can't do that. But I meant like I learned from watching. I watch everybody play, and it disappoints me when I'm at a festival and I know some of these younger, and I'm like, why are you sitting on the damn bus right now? Because you really need to
come out.
You really need to watch. You need to be eyeballing Brantley Gilbert out there. There's 20 years of. When I was out with Toby Keith, I watched every damn thing he did. Yeah. Everything, because he knew how to do it. Yeah. And I was learning. And so I love that. That's how you learn to perform. And you go, ooh, I could do a variation of that, and that would be cool. I mean, I was watching Chase Matthews the other day. I was like, oh, damn, why didn't I think of that? He did so. I was like, I should have thought of that. He had him doing the cha-cha slide in the middle of the damn show. I was like, that sounds like something Colt Ford would have done. I should have thought, and I was jealous of Chase.
That's awesome.
So, but it's fun. And the younger guys now, they done all got to Kid G started it. They done all got to calling me Paw, and I hate that to a certain extent, but I am kind of a pawpaw, and I don't mind it. So it's a. They say it as respect. They really do say it as a sign of endearment, and all these young guys, him and Chase and Kid G and Taylor Holt, all these young guys, they all think I'm like, all right, I can be that. I guess I am, but I've been able to mentor some of those guys, and
that's awesome.
And some of them they ask questions, and I try to shoot them straight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Yeah. I mean. You can still choose to do that, but let me just tell you what goes along with that. Because we've been there. I mean, it's a little bit of a deal with the devil, a little bit. But
and I mean, people ask me now. They're like, "What kind of advice do you have?" And the only advice I ever really give people is
make the best songs you can make.
The best song you can possibly make, whether you wrote it, whether you didn't write it.
Yeah.
I mean, and pick songs.
Make songs that
like
you feel good with.
Every night, because you do not want to record something that you don't love that everybody else loves.
And you stand up there and sing it every night. Yeah. People say, I bet you get tired of singing, Dirt Road Anthem. No, I don't. Because however many people's there singing it
Yeah.
too, and I don't get tired of that. No, I don't get tired of that.
Yeah, someone asked me the other night, like, do you get sick of playing Angel Eyes? I was like,
No.
Angel Eyes is our biggest song ever. And
Yeah, I love Angel Eyes.
Bought me House
House Cars. Yeah. Like,
I
no.
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
I
and
love
am
me some
grateful to
Angel
play
Eyes.
that
I'll sing it
every
twice a
night.
day if you'd like.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah, that's me, man. I just love playing. I wasn't sure if I'd come back because it was really more fear, really. So, but I love playing. I do. I love being on that stage and seeing smiles and realizing that maybe something you do. My dad used to always tell me, take advantage of the day. Something you do today can make a difference in somebody else's life. And I thought about that way, like, maybe just a quick picture or saying hello or whatever. Because when I watch artists with all their, some of them, I guess they need security guards, I guess. Some of them, I think they're their insecurity guards. But anyway, that's just me. I ain't got none. I ain't got none. But, I think just don't forget, like, if it wasn't for that person or that kid, would you be doing what you do? Like, how would you be living if it wasn't for that? Like you said, I'd take that serious. I'm always, I'll stop and say thank you. And I don't sign as much after shows anymore because I just physically it's hard on me in the heat.
It really is.
But after, it was hot at 2:00 at country concert. I stood out there for an hour after to every single person
That's awesome.
left because I hadn't seen them, man, and they showed up. So shit, how can I not stand there and do the same? That's what you owe them, that, man. It's been such a blessing to be able to play music for a living. And
do you see the passion in your fans kind of being reignited, realizing like, oh shit, we almost lost him?
Yeah. I wasn't sure. When your boys, Brantley, when I was terrified to come back. I was actually supposed to be on the Tattoos tour this whole year, but you know how far our schedule has to be booked in advance. So they're trying to book that in advance and be starting in February, March, and it's like I can't look him in the eye and go 100% I'm good. I don't know. I didn't know. So
sure you want to.
I want to say hell yeah, I'll play every show. I can't say that, and so we're trying to put a schedule together, and I'm going. I can't tell you how I'm going to react I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't know any of it. I don't know how much things. I just don't know. It's so unknown. So that was super scary for me. And I just didn't know. And so Brantley got with his people and he said, this is what kind of guy he is. He took me out with him for 2 weeks straight, 3 shows each run. I didn't have no expense. I rode his bus, no band, no crew, no nothing. Corey, his TM, and Jack, his security, treated me the same way they treat him. And he brought me out and I did 15 minutes in the middle of his headlining tour with his band playing every song and him basically backing me up for 15 minutes.
Wow.
And that changed me wanting to go back to play. Most artists wouldn't do that.
No.
First of all, it's hard for somebody to step aside and share, especially when they're a bigger star than you are.
Yeah.
So that was fucking huge.
That's amazing.
People just, they should. Honestly, if they're your boys or whatever, people should do some things. That's the way I see it.
They don't.
When I have the opportunity and the means and I can help somebody else as a friend of mine, I'm damn sure going to do it. That's just what I do. That's how I am. What I saw is that is not how everybody is.
No.
Even ones that you may have helped and you may have done something for, it's just not how it is.
No.
So Brantley took me out there, and the first night I stepped on stage, we did Dirt Road, of course. We did Country Must Be Countrywide because that was his first number one, and we wrote that together. And then we did Driving Around song, and maybe there was something, and we did The Ride.
That's cool.
And you let me walk out in the middle of your show, and basically he stepped back and let me step forward, and I'll never be able to thank him enough for that because I would not have. I don't think I'd have gone back if that hadn't happened. I didn't realize I'd be that scared and that nervous, and for that pre-show, I am just
really.
Yeah, I could hardly hold on to the microphone. It was like and I've never felt that in my life. Never. First time playing Opry, didn't shake like that. First time playing in front of 50, 60, never, nothing like that. And we got done with the show, and I was like, okay. But it was funny though. We're getting ready to go out there, and Corey's like, "Don't worry, I got EMTs." Oh, whoa, shit! I didn't think nothing about no EMT. What do you got an EMT for? I don't need no EMT. And all of a sudden you start. I'm like, and then I'm walking around stage because I don't know how to stand still. Bentley's like, "You just probably take it easy," and I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm running over trying to jump up on the fucking, the box over here trying to, because I don't know how to, I ain't got no damn sense. And Brantley's nervous, and Jack, his security's running around the stage in front of the catwalk in case I fall off. I'm like, y'all really thought I was gonna fall off the damn stage? Dang. But I got done that first show, and I realized, like, okay, I'm okay. I'm still alive. I'm okay. I meant, like, even knowing I was going with Brantley, leaving from his house, which is 15 minutes from where my parents live, where I grew up at. Right. I meant, like, my son was taking me out there, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I don't want to go. I mean, I'm trying to talk. I'm literally trying to talk myself out of it. Like, I don't. And my son's 6'5", 250, so I usually could whip him, but I can't. I don't know if I can whip him anymore. And
how old is he?
He's 26. He's like, yeah, you going, Dad? I mean, you going, Pops? And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. And again, now I know I'm with B, and I know I'm good, but this ain't my bus. This ain't my tour manager. Right. This ain't none of my people. Yeah. I mean, other than him, although they are my people. I mean, I'm in Brantley's crew as much as anybody else is. But it was scary, and I was like, okay. And then the crowd, and then the reaction was, you think, you hope, right? There's going to be, I mean, you hope. I mean, you don't know, but sometimes you don't know, because we've all been there. We're like, this is going to be huge, and you go, oh shit, what? And then we've all been there, like, where did all these people come from? Right. Like, it's part of it, and so I wasn't sure. And then the reaction because we had we had rehearsed, and it's like, here's what we're going to do, and then you do this, and I mean. Because, by the way, he still has to finish his show of his headlining tour that he's got going here. So I just, was supposed to do this, and I walk off. And I did, like always. But then the crowd didn't stop cheering. Wow. And that was unbelievable. And then Brantley was like, nah, hell no. Come back out here. So literally every night I would just come back out there for a couple minutes, really. And I would just stand there. And he would back up, and his band would back up, and they just shower me with love, dude. It was unbelievable. And so that gave me the strength to go, okay, I can still do this. It's okay. Amazing. And then by the end of the thing, I'm jumping around on things and climbing up, and they're like, we were really having some fun. And he got to take me back. There's a new arena that opened in Athens, my hometown, and I got to do that one with him.
That's incredible.
And my mom and dad, that was the last show my dad saw me at. So and he passed away a few weeks later. So to have him and my mom at that show in Athens, my hometown, sold out, that was pretty special. I didn't know that'd be last show ever for him. I mean, he was hard to even walk then, but that video went crazy of me wheeling him out in his walker, laughing and cutting up, but it was pretty cool to have him there. And so Brantley made that happen, and it was special. So that allowed me to get back out there. And so now we're back out there doing full shows. Come see us. I'm still moving around, man.
While you were telling that story or just explaining all that, I spent the past 5-10 years like really getting into more like spirituality and just, people's energies. And, I always thought it was real hokey and like, oh,
it's not.
It really is. And the deeper I get into it, it's like even hearing about your recovery, if you had decided not to go back out there and just maybe stay at home and kind of ride off into the sunset, like I'd like to think that energy those people were feeding you up on stage has contributed to your recovery and
100%.
Mental health, even just physical.
100%. 100%. And it still does. Still getting messages and still getting prayers and things. And people go, still praying for you. And by God, please do. I'm still praying for you. I need them. I want every one of them. Because you do, and you need people. You need your friends. You need people to. A lot about mental health from this thing of don't be afraid to reach out and don't be. Because I've always been, if you've known me a long time, I ain't saying I was some kind of bad, but I was alpha male. Like I didn't care whatever y'all wanted to do.
I've always looked at you as kind of a modern day outlaw.
Yeah, I mean, it's however you want to get after it, make it easy on yourself. It didn't matter to me. So, and to not be able to do that and to have fear now was humbling.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, to go, I wasn't scared of it now,
Yeah.
and to be able to. It's taken a lot to talk about that, to tell people. And I mean, I'm hurting. So sometimes you got to realize, like, for your friends or your brothers, like, if you think you should reach out, pick the damn phone up, call, because that really I ain't gonna lie, man. It bothered me a lot of the people that I ain't heard from.
Yeah.
Seriously,
like people that you expected.
I meant people. I'm like, if I ran down that list from you, you'd be like, oh shit, for real. And I don't want that to be the case.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel that way, but it did. It did. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, it's not about calling. But I get it. But at the same time, I'm letting some of that go. And you learn to live. You realize people got their own lives and they're doing stuff. But to me, in certain situations, I send a message or DM to somebody I don't even know if they had something happen to them. Like, it definitely made me feel some kind of way. And I'm working through it. But I'd be lying if I told you it didn't. Like, it made me feel some kind of way.
Yeah.
But the fans, man, like. My mom, I have to constantly tell her, she's 83. I'm like, Mom, stop talking to people online. You don't know. My mom, I'm like, well, they might come visit. Mom, no, they can't come visit the house. That's not okay. But I tell you, these people, my mom, she met them on Facebook, whatever, right after the accident. So I'm in Phoenix, clearly. I'm in my whole world is my family. People can't be there. So my wife, everything has to go upside down. She's out there. I mean, like, it's crazy. And, my mom talked to this lady on Facebook, and the lady told her, she said, I was at the show, at the show. We've seen Colt, I don't know, 10 times or something over the years. And at 54 years old, it was the greatest thing we had ever seen, because I had made just from different things, made a couple changes, band-wise, show-wise. And, like, that show, even the band and crew, apparently they all said, like, it had finally, like, it clicked in, like, it was finally, like, that was in the pocket tonight.
Right.
They're like, it was unbelievable. The energy was unbelievable. And they said they saw the ambulance and stuff outside, because nobody knew what happened. They just wake up and it's like, oh, shit, there's an ambulance. And they didn't know what was going on. So she hears about it. Next day, obviously, it was all over the news, whatever. This lady I don't know this lady. I don't know her. I maybe meet and greet, whatever.
Right.
She goes to her church. And 400 of her church members show up and pray for me for 6 hours.
Holy cow!
I don't know these people. That's God.
Yeah.
I don't know these people. And she was telling my mom about it. Like, that's unbelievable to me. So that lets me know that all the stuff that you have done in the past, the being good, the fans have returned it to me.
Yeah.
100 times over, bro. Like 100 times over.
That's incredible.
The fans have been unbelievable. Like I said, I'm letting go of some of that other stuff.
Yeah. It's got to be hard, though.
It is, man. It is. I'm human. I'd be. I was always we've had to be in this business a lot of toe the line and say what you're supposed to say and the right thing, and it wasn't that we wasn't saying the right thing. I meant say what they want you to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you probably shouldn't be messing with me now if you want that to be the case, because I don't really have that filter anymore. I mean, I'm not going to be ugly, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Right. And I mean, if you scared of the truth, buy a dog or something. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to keep it 100. I don't know how else to be now. I mean, and I'm good to and those same people that ain't call me, man, you know me. I say all this tough shit, but if they call me and ask me if they needed something, I'd help them. I don't know how to be no different, man. I like to talk all that big shit, but I'd help them. I might let them know about it. Before, I wouldn't let them know about it, but I'd still help them. Same way you would, man. You've had people and it's okay. You just realize, like, people get in their own lives and everything.
Yeah. Tracy Lawrence, Tim McGraw song, find out who your friends are.
Yes, sir.
Some will drop everything.
Yeah, and some did, man.
Care.
Some, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, when my band and crew got over to the Mayo Clinic Hospital, it was obviously everybody was shook completely. Yeah. They had took them to the hotel. They got them cleaned up, and they get over there to the hospital. Brantley had his TM, Corey and Jack have full breakfast ordered in for my band. So they show up. My band and crew's got biscuits, drinks, whatever they need, and they spent hours there till they got me out, and of course now my band, they got to go, but Brantley's got a show that he's got to go to, and he's sitting there contemplating canceling it. And it's like, man, you can't cancel, you can't do that. and my band, they all got to go, and so I mean they left me. They didn't, and he said that on stage when he goes, when I left, I never knew if I'd see my brother again. Like that was really, realistically, that was probably the last time they were going to see me. I mean, truthfully, it was.
I mean, were the doctors not giving anybody much of a chance?
None. It was dire. It was dire. It was no hope. Get there. You need to be here ASAP. Say what you got to say, and this is it. So yeah, I mean, it could not have been any worse, Eric. It could not have been any worse. And man, I just thank God that I had some other things I need to do.
Yeah, he's clearly not done with you yet.
Yeah, I got to sit there and watch. My dad passed away at 89 years old. And he's sitting there holding my son and my mom's hand. He'd been married to 63 years. I got to see that.
Wow.
I got to hold my grandson now. So there's a lot of things to be thankful for. And and I can still play music, and I still got a little left in the tank.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna still keep rocking, man. Like, again, some people. I mean, Tyler Hubbard. They were playing a festival out there, and Hub, somewhere like an hour away, Flagstaff or something. Hub's had he had the runner drive him an hour and a half to see me. I was in an Airbnb still doing rehab, but I was out there for over 2 months.
Wow.
So I'm out there doing that, and I meant like. He just came, spent like 3 or 4 hours with me, and the runner took him back, so that was cool.
That's incredible.
Justin Moore and JR changed the flight and flew in, spent the day with me. Wow. He even snuck some weed in there for me, some edibles. I needed that real bad because my wife was just being the rule follower. I was like, I need some edibles. This should
something to take the edge.
Yeah,
off.
this shit ain't working in here. I need that. And so it was, man. I meant so DMC from Run DMC. I've known D. We did a song together. My first, and he came and spent like the nurses were walking out to you. They're like, I'm like, yeah, that is the king of rock, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Yes, it is. So that was pretty cool. I woke up to 2,500 text messages. Wow. I didn't know. I mean, my wife, luckily, bless her, she took the phone away from me because she's like, you'll be playing, and she knows. And so she saved my life, man. I mean, like she saved my life. She stood there she got a stress fracture in her foot.
Really?
Because she already had an issue, but she's standing there holding my hand while I was in the coma.
By the bed?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it caused a stress fracture in her foot. Like 8 days of just standing there all day long talking to me. And it was funny because she's like, he's the talker. I'm the one that chill. I like to chill. She's like, he's the one that's always talking. So I made the most. I mean, I had some fun with the nurses and doctors. I was, I just kept telling, they kept going, why do you keep saying thank you when we come in? I was like, because I don't remember shit. And I feel like you helped me. And so I'm going to say thank you. And if you come back in 30 minutes, I'll say thank you again. It's just, I was just grateful, man. That's amazing. It's just cool. And I learned a lot of things about myself and about everybody else, and maybe just in life in general. Yeah. But
it caused you to do things with more purposeful.
Definitely more purpose, for sure. You be more aware of what you say and how it can impact you. And if something needs to be said, I would suggest that you say that. Yeah. Say that. I mean, that's, give people, if you owe somebody their flowers, you give them to them while they're here. I mean, you know what I mean? I've always said I'm like, one day maybe when I'm gone, they'll look back and appreciate what I did. And somebody had to go, somebody had to go there. I was too hard-headed. Somebody had to run through the door. And, Marcus Luttrell, my good buddy from Lone Survivor, the Navy SEAL that survived in Lone Survivor. And I give my money from working on to Marcus. But I remember he was talking about Murph, the protector, who died in Lone Survivor, and he was his best friend, he was like, man, when he ran out there to call for help on that rock, you by yourself, they gonna shoot you, and you know it. And that was kind of where I was. I ran through that door, and they were gonna shoot me, and I knew it. And by the grace of God, I was able, because it was hard for me early on, especially the first 5 or 6 years. I mean, you saw early on, like it was, like you saw a different side. You knew what you were having to do at radio, but then we'd play shows, and you'd go, he's not on the radio. Why are these people singing all these songs? I remember Aldine playing, how the hell they sing 10,000 people sing a song and never been on radio? I don't understand that. And so, I mean, but as far as the business side, the radio, the being on an award show, doing any, I never, because they were like, we don't know,
Right.
you know, and I'm like, they treated me like I was the devil. I mean,
I remember even talking to Steven about it. It's like, he's on all these shows with us, but like,
who is
taking
he?
advantage of him. Like, they're not playing his songs, but he's
Right.
still having to do the same stuff we're doing. At least we're getting some airplay out
And
of
I
it.
did,
Like,
yeah. I mean, and I've never a lot of other artists, and you may not know this. I've never had a song in the top 40.
that shocks me.
I've almost 5 million records. I've never had a song in the top 40
I
at radio,
would've
at
had
country
no
radio.
idea. That's
People,
wild.
and they're like, "What about?" I'm like, "No, what? No, what a driving around song, produced by Dan Huff,
Yeah.
written by friggin' Craig Wiseman and like Chris Tompkins, and the biggest. I mean, and Jason Aldean. No, I think 59 maybe,
Wow.
and it's
I mean,
like that's
shocking.
a
seriously
double
shocking.
double platinum single.
That's wild.
And
But
so
a testament to you.
For me,
and-
they just were like, we love it, but so that's hard. You know, when I look out there now and go, so how you said that was illegal, but that's the number one song. Wait, what?
Right.
So that hurts sometimes,
Yeah.
but I still just keep rocking, man.
Do you ever think, like, if you were to come out as a new artist now, like, if it would have been
If I'd
easier
have came
and
out
different,
right now,
like, I think it'd be the biggest thing on the radio.
I'd have been, yeah. It'd have been huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It'd have been huge if I could come out right now. When I did, it'd have been huge, and
'Cause it's
and that's
almost-
okay.
It's backwards in a sense, because like now it's to go get a deal, to go get a song out there. It's like you have to have a social story. And
The
you have to
viral
have
thing.
the fans. But like
Yeah.
you had a
I had
viral fan base before
100% more than
virality
anybody
existed.
did. And
Yeah.
people, I mean, when Tom Baldrica at Sony, where he'd go, this is unbelievable. I'm walking in here for the first time in my career of breaking Chesney and Carey and all these people, and I'm going, I have solicited real proof.
Yeah.
This guy sells this many records here, and you still won't play the record. It's hard to believe.
But also kind of a testament to what the business is. And
But yeah, it is also part of the business and how it works. And again, it's a little bit like what my dad told me after Pat dying, obviously, and going through it. He goes, maybe, son, you had to go through this because whoever else, artist or parent, friend or whatever, wasn't capable of, couldn't handle it. And so you were able to handle it, so you can show them it can be done. I mean, so I'm trying to approach looking at things like that, man. I mean, like, I still love listening to new artists out there, and finding all that. I love playing shows. The travel's harder for me now. I just can't do that shows like I used to. I mean,
does flying affect your leg?
yeah, I have to watch. I have to watch my travel, the way I travel, and like I just have to be able to elevate it at some point at certain times. So a lot of that is I just have to be aware of it. I can't go play golf and stuff all day and then play a show like I used to because the heat affects me a little bit. But
You're able to play?
I haven't played at all since then,
No.
which is a little bit frustrating and disheartening.
Have you thought about it? Or
Yes and no. And then when I see British going on, and I text Scotty last night. I meant like I still love the game but it's like a lot of other things you see. It's like it's passing you by.
right?
And that's the thing I see in this music. Like I'm like, God dang it! And I feel like I'm just so far behind for these kids. And the label's like, do this and do that on TikTok. I'm like, I am 55, bro. Like I've played more shows in 1 year than some of these artists have played in 10 years of being. I'm like, I don't understand. I don't sit around and play on. I write songs. I play music. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Keep rocking, working on some other things. I constantly trying to evolve, do different stuff, and
You still own the label?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of stuff, film and TV. Our film stuff's going crazy. Our company's getting ready to shoot Goonies 2 with Steven Spielberg. So we're doing a lot of cool stuff that's pretty neat with film and TV, and labels doing great. Brian Martin's been out there killing it for us. Creed Fisher, a Texas artist, killing it, and Josh Miranda, Josh, songwriter. I mean, like his new stuff. I don't understand how he doesn't become a
I've thought
star.
about that for years. I remember my wife's best friend from like high school.
Yeah.
They're either cousins or close
Kayla,
family
yeah.
friends. And like I remember she was over at our house swimming one day, and she was like asking me if I knew him, and I just known the songs he'd written.
Yeah,
I'd never seen him perform.
phenomenal.
And I was blown away because I went and looked him up after that.
Yeah.
And we played a show together shortly after.
You're like, how's he not? I mean, look at it and go, why is he not a star?
It.
Yeah, he's got the personality, good looking guy, great song. So he's got some new stuff, and then I got new stuff coming. So I got a lot of fun stuff coming. I'm excited about a couple of cool collabs, maybe.
Nice.
And a lot more of me singing and on my own. And
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm just trying to have some fun, bro. We get out there and just really back to appreciating it at its purest form, which is just playing and seeing the love, and that's all it is. Giving them the love, and they're giving it right back to me, and I'm gonna do that for a little bit.
Nice.
And
well, I've always just watching your career and watching you. It's like you've always seemed to be so authentic, and
I just don't know how people go, don't change. I'm like, I
don't think you ever
I don't
have.
know how
like,
to do that, and me coming in at a later age, although I'd done a lot of things in the music industry in previous life, maybe that helped, but I blame managers, I blame business managers, I blame agents.
Mm-hmm.
You need to coach these young kids up.
Yeah.
Don't let them act like that.
Yeah.
Call them out. Hey, don't act like an asshole to that person. Don't be that way. I mean, like, you got to let them know.
Yeah.
Some of them just never been told no, and you see that. I mean, you get the same thing you see on the internet. There's artists that are like that too. They ain't never been told no, and they just think they can do whatever they want to.
Yeah.
And
I feel like there's more of them right now. Than
some of them just ain't never been hit in the mouth. Is really what it boils down to. So,
like they have a like anyone and everyone has a platform all of a sudden. So you can be that way.
Man, when I did Joe Dirt 2, Spade had asked me about doing it. He wanted to make and I got to be in the movie, and the theme song for the movie was a song I did called Diggin'. And he wanted Colt Ford to be his homecoming party in his backyard. So we do that whole thing, and Joe Dirt 2 was terrible. I mean, they waited too long to do it or whatever. I mean, it was no reason to do that movie. They'd waited way too long, but I got to do the theme song for that movie, and I was in that little part of it. And this is where I'm messed up in my brain because I can't remember what I was telling you and what that had to do with. This is one of the things that's happened since I used to remember everything, and I'll start talking now, and I just completely space out, and I can't remember what the hell I was telling you.
That happens to me, but I think it's because I smoke too much weed.
Oh, well, but that could be it too. But whatever, it was a great story I was about to tell you. But anyway, I'm going to keep rocking, man. I still keep reaching out to young artists. I got 2 or 3 artists on this new record that I have found on TikTok or that I reached out to. I'm like, man, I like what you're doing, and just start chatting with them. And I'm like, you want to jump on the show? And they're all, of course they're like, oh, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe you're that excited. I didn't think you know who I was. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Kid named Jay Webb that's really dope from Alabama that's blowing up. Don Lewis, black guy from Texas that's just like, dude, like sexiest singing. I'm like, God, awesome. Like save some for the rest of us, bro. So I'm just having fun, man.
Well, I'm really excited to sit down with you, talk to
you.
Yeah,
it's good to see you,
catch up a little bit.
It's good to see you. Yeah.
Thrilled you're still alive and still
Thank
kicking.
you. Me too. I'm glad.
Lost one of the best in the business, and I'm incredibly
I appreciate
grateful
you saying that, man. You've
here.
always been, you and Steven always been super cool. We've always been cool. Your other guy in the group, I didn't really dig him that much, so I'm glad y'all are a duo. But yeah, man, you guys have always been cool to me, and I've tried to be the same to y'all. And
you always have.
I'm glad we're still rocking. We're
gonna put out some new music this year, so maybe we can find a collab for the 3 of us.
I'm always down, bro. You let me know. I don't even have to ask nobody. I just do it.
Nice.
Whatever you want, I'm down.
Let's make that happen. I would love that.
That would be cool.
Full circle for me, for sure.
That would be full circle. Absolutely. We should do that.
Well, thank you so much.
It's on tape now, so we have to do it.
You got to make it happen. Well,
thank you for
Colt
having
Ford,
me.
everybody. The man, myth, the legend. Check out his new music, and thank you for coming on, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, brother Bree. Appreciate you being here.